ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Well, there's two things to talk about today. One will be more Star Wars, and one's heavily political. I'll leave the political for the end. You'll know when I get there. And of course, this is in no way, shape, or form for kids, so just getting that out the way. Now, John Boyega has come out basically saying Rian Johnson, The Last Jedi, could have done better with the characters, especially his. And this is nothing I didn't expect from John Boyega, because let's be real. He was under contract to defend The Last Jedi, and that's why he talked out against us. Because he had no choice. Now that his contract is basically up, and he can say whatever the name of hell he wants, I'm surprised he's being this tame. But, yeah, he's basically saying, yeah, my character was treated like shit in The Last Jedi. And I've made that point, that his character was treated like shit. Finn was probably my favorite character, not because he was black, because his backstory was so intriguing. Hell, even if he didn't become a Jedi, like Ivan kind of wanted, he had so much potential to be such an influential character in Star Wars. And Rian Johnson just pissed his character away on this absolutely asinine side quest so Rian Johnson could put in his personal politics about the industrial war complex, slavery, and all this other stuff that didn't need to be there. Oh, and, of course, being completely against capitalism. Finn was used to make a political point with Rose. And, of course, nothing against Kelly Marie Tran, but her character of Rose was fucking terrible. They would have been much better off staying on the ship and maybe helping Finn get back to full health. You know, Rose kind of picking at him like, you know, he's a problem to fix, and, you know, Finn having to struggle with trying to put himself back together after almost being sliced in half by a lightsaber. That could have been a real interesting dynamic between Rose and Finn while on board the Radish. Instead, we got the Canto Bight sequence, which was dumb. Emphatically dumb. But, yeah, there it is. And, of course, you know, Daisy Ridley also coming up and slamming a bit on Rian Johnson. In fact, most of the cast has, now that they're not really contractually obligated to sit there and defend his little round head anymore. Yeah, they can kick him to the curb now, because their contracts are over. And John Boyega's like, you think you're going to be putting me on Disney Plus? Not happening. I'm out of here. I'm going to go pursue other projects now. Mazel tov, and more power to you, Mr. Boyega, and I wish you all the luck. Now, this is the part a lot of you are probably going to check out on, because here we go into politics. Now, if you haven't seen my topic on Facebook or Twitter, you can just go find me. But I basically said this about the impeachment. They voted out the articles of impeachment. It was a completely partisan vote. A couple of Democrats, either with like Tulsi Gabbard voting president but not voting either way, and I think 2 or 3 Democrats voted against, and the rest of the Democrats voted for, and of course the Republicans completely lockstep voted against. And now Nancy Pelosi is sitting on those articles, refusing to give them to Mitch McConnell until he gives her assurances it will be a fair and impartial Senate vote. Nancy, I'm going to put it like this. You can get every assurance in the world. You are not going to get 20 Republican senators to get a 67 majority vote to remove Donald Trump. It will not happen. Impeachment articles are dead on arrival in the Senate. Even if you get your show trial, it is dead. And I'm going to go a little bit into political strategy. Nancy Pelosi just pissed the best chance to stonewall Donald Trump and retake the Senate. Because here's what she should have done. She should have latched on to Tulsi Gabbard's let's censor the president. Because Nancy Pelosi could have come out and said, look, I want to do articles of impeachment. I know Mitch McConnell is going to kill him in the Senate, whether by trial or not voting on him at all, and just having a vote not to even have the trial. We can't do this, though we think that Trump has done bad things and broken the law. So we are now going to censor him, and I'm laying all this blame on Mitch McConnell. If you wanted this to happen, we need to get rid of the Senate Republicans, and especially Mitch McConnell. We have to take them down and get majority of the Senate. She should have taken the fight to the Senate. especially Mitch McConnell. She probably could have had Chuck Schumer, Senate Majority Leader, come 2020 in the new vote. Because right now, the Republicans, at pretty much a ratio of 2-1, have to defend to keep their majority. This is the golden opportunity to knock Mitch McConnell out of power. And she just pissed it away. Not only was she to look smart and stoic and strong and telling the little rabble of the far left, calm down, we're playing the long game here, let me do my job. Let me save our asses and let me get the Senate back. And possibly hold the House while I do it. She could have made 2020 and made Trump a lame duck president by having her control the House and her lapdog Schumer control the Senate. She could have shut Trump down. Instead, she chose to fall on her sword on a Hail Mary play that's going nowhere. It's going to be intercepted and run back for a touchdown. Now, this isn't my personal choice. This is just my reading the writing on the wall and where this is going. It's like watching dominoes tumble. Because Trump's going to get acquitted. He's going to ride that into power. He's going to get that approval bump that Clinton got when he got impeached. He's going to ride that into 2020. Not only is he going to do that, he's going to make sure the Senate doesn't fall, and he's going to get the House back with a bunch of Trump yes men and women. And then he's going to run roughshod over the Democrats while laughing it all to the bank. And the Democrats are not going to be able to do shit. Nancy Pelosi has made the greatest strategic blunder of the 2010s. The greatest. She has already screwed the Democrats out of 2020, and possibly even screwed them out of 2024 when a new Republican candidate goes up against a Democratic candidate. 2020, they're fucked. The Democrats are fucked. They have blown it completely out of the water. They are completely screwed, and there's no amount of fixing that's gonna save it. Articles of impeachment are dead on arrival in the Senate. You are not going to get 67 vote majority, because right now, between the 2 independent senators and the 45 Republican senators, you have 47 votes. To get to that magic number, you need 20, count them, 20 Republican senators to vote to remove. At best, you might get 3. You get Mitch McConnell and 2 other ones who have basically said they don't like Trump and they would like to see him gone. Now, where do I personally stand on impeachment? I don't give a fuck either way. I don't want to see Trump impeached for one and only one reason. I do not want Mike Pence to have 1 second as president of the United States. That man, if he could swing it, he would completely rip apart affirmative action. It kind of needs to happen. I'll give him that one. It's outlived its usefulness. But he also would love to completely undo the Civil Rights Act. And if he could swing it, undo women's suffrage. He would tap dance and piss all over those 3 little pieces of paper. Oh, and he would get enough judges in there to overturn Roe v. Wade. He would piss on all of it. And I completely emphatically disagree with Civil Rights Act, women's suffrage, and Roe versus Wade being overturned. Well, Roe versus Wade kind of, but Congress needed to step up and do its job and put out a law, but they're too chicken shit. That's a whole different story. Since they're too dumb to do that, Roe v. Wade must stand. I agree with that. It's all about freedom of choice. But anyways, that's the political dynamic. Nancy Pelosi has completely screwed up. It is a strategic blunder. There's no other way to put it. Articles of impeachment will die in the Senate. I've said it 3 times now. It's going to die. Trump will be acquitted. He's going to retain the presidency. That's my call. Not because I want him to, because that's what's going to happen. As far as John Boyega, yeah, we're going to get more articles like this, and eventually it's going to get virulent, and he's just going to slam down on Lucasfilm after he gets completely free and clear of them and says what he really thinks. He's being tame right now and kind of letting his feelings boil over, but eventually he's going to turn into the big screaming teapot. He's going to let Ryan Johnson have it. But anyway, those are my views on those subjects. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Oh, and one last thing. I will be going to see Rise of Skywalker at 9 p.m. tonight. You can expect either later that night or tomorrow morning my thoughts and recollections. There probably will be spoilers as I go over it. But I'm Jeff. I'll catch y'all next time.